Hello there guys and girls, this is the Prussian Prince with our Total War Attila tournament match. This is going to be Cup of Nations 2015 Attila tournament, second group stage match between, of course this is group 6 by the way, I forgot to mention, between me and Gladius, playing as the Allens and he's the Vandals. Of course this is going to be on planes because that's where all group stage matches are played. Time to put it in slow motion. And let's see, I have my Germanic Noble Brace General with 4 Germanic Archers and 3 Germanic Pikes up front. Usual stuff. Then on the left flank, 3 Sarmatian Warband with 2 Germanic Horsemen, Silver 2 and 1 Gold 1. Pretty much a very similar thing on the right flank. Actually, 3 Gold 1, so I did change things around slightly. It's not completely symmetrical. As for the army of the Vandals, well, let's see in just a moment what the Vandals do actually have. 1 second. Okay, so let's see. That's his Germanic Noble Brace General as well. Then we see 3 Noble Germanic Swords. Gold 1, his general is also gold 1. Very, very interesting. We see a Noble Germanic Sword on each flank for Gladius. Gold 1 over here, gold 1 over here. Up front we see 5 Germanic Archers, so he has a pretty big skirmishing advantage over me. Well, not big, but it is there. And 3 Germanic Pikes right behind those. And in terms of cavalry, on his left we see 3 gold 3 Germanic Horsemen. On his right, a Royal Suebi Cavalry, interesting touch, with 2 Germanic Horsemen, gold 3. So let's see how this one's going to end up going for me compared to the rest. So again, you can see I'm just deploying as I usually do with my forces, trying to flank with flanking on my left and on my right. Just prefers to keep like a more stable, compact line, I guess, compared to me. But yeah, the fact that he has 5 Germanic Archers over my 4 is fairly annoying for me, because I can't really skirmish. Based on what he's brought here, he would win the skirmish engagement in a heartbeat. Let's see. Definitely he has quite a strong build, I should say, though. Just not quite sure about the Royal Suebi Cavalry. What's the point of bringing Royal Suebi Cavalry over another Germanic Horseman or something? But interesting touch nevertheless. So yeah, I'm gonna move up my Sarmatian Warband and my Germanic Horse on each flank, because I'm gonna try and go for some flanking maneuvers. But it's just gonna be difficult for me to pull off, because again, the fatigue system in this game doesn't really allow you to pull off flanking maneuvers that well, because units will tire very, very quickly. And fatigue is very important in this game. Your units will not perform very well if they are fatigued. So here again I do the same move. I force his unit to kind of charge sideways. And then I get a charge here as well. So at this point I'm like, okay, the engagement should be pretty good for me. I noticed this Royal Suebi Cavalry though, and like, okay, I should be able to... I need to stop the charge, and I barely don't. Just look at it. I just barely don't stop the charge, and this Sarmatian Warband is gonna die. So that's gonna change things hugely at this point. And somehow this Germanic Horseman is not gonna do well against the Royal Suebi Cavalry. And he hasn't been focusing it, so I don't know why my Germanic Horsemen over there lost so many men. I'm not sure from what. But I have infantry support. I'm gonna come in from the rear, so I'm pretty sure I have this right now. But my Germanic Horse over here is starting to waver and rout. Only 8 kills. Somehow. Not quite sure why. Now he's doing some friendly fire though, but the other Germanic Horseman unit for me though is gonna run off the field. Here his Royal Suebi Cavalry finally going to die, but it's gotten a lot of kills onto my Germanic Horseman and this Sarmatian Warband, so yeah. And now I'm gonna do a move here, which is I'm gonna send in more cavalry units. And this charge looks like actually it's gonna connect somehow. Gonna disengage from here, but again I end up losing so many units because of disengaging. So disengaging in this game is not really working too well. I hope that it gets fixed. Let's see. So I'm gonna disengage with his Germanic horseman, and here I think he actually makes a mistake over here. He's gonna get a charge off with his Germanic horseman, but I'm targeting his horse unit here with archers, so this engagement is not gonna go very well for him, I think. I also get a charge here onto his stationary Germanic horseman. I'm gonna break through this Germanic horseman, and again I'm breaking through this flank, as you can see here, fairly nicely. Right now I'm gonna pull out a unit from this engagement and keep the other one engaged. And yeah, I should have kept pulling it back, and the pikes aren't in supporting range. Here I'm gonna move up the pikes, but you can see exactly what they do if you give attack orders. They're just gonna come in here and start poking a little bit. As you can see, I'm losing my Germanic horsemen over here despite getting the charge off, so the flaming arrows, despite doing friendly fire, actually killed more of my own. So I guess that was worth it with the friendly fire. Now I'm gonna, since my cav unit is gone, I might as well just fire my own flaming shot, but unfortunately I can't kill the unit. And my left flank, as good as it was looking at some point, it seems to have turned around drastically. And now he's just going to rotate his left, and I have all these Sarmatian warband here that have been unable to do much because they're on flank not doing much anyway. My Germanic horseman over here is going to lose to his. And again, overall he has much better Germanic horsemen than I do, because they're all gold 3. Something to keep in mind. And now he is flanking my Germanic horseman over here. His general unit is not looking too hot though, so if I can kill it, it might be good for me. And I definitely should be able to kill it in that engagement. I've got pikes here, poking a little bit, but as you can see they're pikes, so they can't really attack. I'm setting in a Sarmatian warband around to do well. I'm not quite sure what I'm targeting here. Oh, I think I targeted that Germanic horseman because I wanted it off the field and wasn't really running. Quite sure why. It's wavering, but it's not off the field. Okay, now it should be off the field as it lost more men. And it's still not off the field though, for some reason. So here I'm gonna engage, but I've got 92 against 118, and his is gold 1, so he's definitely gonna get the better of this engagement. My pikes here are engaging head on, but it's, yeah, even against noble Germanic swordsmen, they should do alright. Thing is though, now he turned this around. I unfortunately couldn't kill his general. His Germanic horsemen are gonna come in for a rear charge into my general. Now I've got more Sarmatian warband, but these guys are very, very late to the party. I'm gonna target his cavalry, which is dying right now, but I do get a Sarmatian warband back on my left. But at this point, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that Germanic horseman, which is great. I still have more ammo, but he has still 4 Germanic archers. My general died off just died, so this unit has done its job, I guess. Now I'm trying to kill his noble Germanic swords. I'm gonna be able to, but my flank is gonna collapse soon. I have to engage here. My Germanic pike's doing fairly good job, surprisingly. Now I'm gonna have to target with my Germanic archers his trying to kill his general off, but it's kind of difficult. So I'm gonna have to retarget. Sadly, noble Germanic swordsmen, which have a very tanky, so not the best target for me. But at this point, it's again close to being over. I'm gonna send in another Sarmatian warband forward. See what I can do.
The men are losing hope.
So I'm just gonna go forward.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
My Sarmatian warband going in here, and yep, all my men are lost. So it's lost. Let's see, in terms of stats, my Germanic archers did way better than his Germanic archers, that's for sure. But Sarmatian warbands didn't do very well at all, despite the number I had. So I think, overall, I think I had a better build, but I was unable to use the Sarmatian warband properly, I guess. And my Germanic horsemen, as you can see here, a lot of them underperforming heavily, and not exactly sure why. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.